Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Guys, I am a dunce and I somehow managed yet again to record this video today with my mic muted halfway through. So, we get a bit of a voiceover today. For those that don't know me, my name is Keikami and today we're going to be continuing our Let's Play journey through the game Final Fantasy A Realm Reborn. So this is going to be a bit interesting. I'm a little worried I'm going to forget kind of what I was doing, and I hope I can keep up with my own reading with this. So this will be really, really interesting. But on the other side, it's kind of cool. So I think here I was talking about how simple it is to kind of switch classes. And I think we were actually going to play with the archer today. And our first stop was going to be back in Gridania. We had a level 20 class quest, and my goal was to kind of level both the conjurer and the archer at the same time. I was kind of laughing here about the glasses. I still think they're kind of funny looking, and I might joke about them throughout this whole video, but yeah. Anyways, so with that, we were going to head off into to the Archers Guild to talk to Lucene, and pick up our Archer class quest. So, this is kind of weird looking back on your own videos. Or doing these kind of voiceovers, I guess. Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah, Lucene. So she wants us to go to Buscaron Druthers. Let's see what we get here. You come at a good time, Keikami. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the proprietor, Buscaron Druthers, out in the South Shroud. The petitioner, Buscaron himself, has requested our assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the three of you meet with him and investigate his claims. The three of us? You mean Keikami, myself, and... It would be better if I went alone, Lucene. The Makote and the other one will only encumber me. No, so there. You will go as three. Also, it is past time you recognize Keikami as a fellow archer. I will not. I have held my tongue on the matter of her continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Who in the seven hells do you think you are? Bolor Lewin? In case you've forgotten, you aren't even a quiverman anymore. This may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders, unlike you, savage. Savage? You know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Enough. But one more word and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. The three of you will go to Buscaron Druthers in the South Shroud. Now, out of my sight. So, I think it's kind of interesting. Each of the classes I've noticed has their own like little mini story to it. So, with the Conjurer, it was Sylphie, right? And her unwillingness to use nature as the source of her healing powers. Yeah, with the Archer Guild, it looks like there's a lot of distrust between the Elizens, or the elves, and the Makote, which is the cat people. So, anyways, I think it's really interesting. Or the Elizen and their distrust of everyone else outside of them within the Archer Guild. So with this, we made our way to Bent Branch Meadows, and we need to make the run all the way down to South Shroud, where we will pick up our quest. So this should be a rather short run. It's not as bad as the ones we did in our last episode, where we were running back and forth between here and Vesper Bay, or Drybone and Vesper Bay. And that was all before we even realized we had Aetheryte tickets, or some special little tickets that allowed us free passage. So that was always kind of... It's fun when you discover it after the fact, you know? So we're making our way through here. We're commenting about all the tree slugs and how, you know, that someone should do something about them. I think we pull up the hunting log around here and we do take a look at what we need to get. So we notice that we have to get the arbor buzzard. And the buzzards were found over in that little corner that we just passed. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to continue on with our quest. And we're going to grab the buzzards on the way back. And that is actually what we do end up completing. So with that, we are into the South Shroud. And we are going to take out these antelope does because they are also on our hunting log. So for those that are new to the game and don't really understand, the hunting log items, you can always tell what they are because they have that little, looks like a gold coin above their names. So that's a good indication that you should probably hunt those creatures. So that's kind of what I'm looking for when I'm running around doing this. So, antelope does. We're getting through them here. And we got one more here off to the side. Yep. And I think we needed 4 of these creatures in order to clear them from our log. And you'll know it, the little coin icon will disappear here. So, yeah. There we go. Done. And we're all excited. So we're going to cross the bridge. And we're coming up to the tavern, it seems. So let's see, what do we get here? We're just looking at the little tavern. I love that little fireplace. I think I made a little comment about it. So, Buscaron. Ah, you lot must be from the Archers Guild. Welcome, friends. Now, as your guildmaster will have said, I put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, it is not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While regrettable, neither the God's Quiver nor the Wood Whalers deem they are them worthy of the attention. Why then did you imagine that we would come? 'Cause these ain't no common poachers. They're Pawa Mujik's gang. They say she and hers are always moving, staying one step ahead, but I reckon she's hiding out here somewhere. Thing is, I just can't send my people out searching. I made a pact with the Red Belly Bandits, see? We stay out of their territory and they don't make any trouble at the Drothers. That being so, if I summon the massed ranks of the Whalers and the Quivermen, all 7 hells would swiftly break loose, assuming they thought the matter worthy of their attention, of course. Needless to say, that's not an option. As luck would have it, though, I've got 3 keen-eyed archers to take care of things instead, and all without raising no alarms. We understand. You may leave the matter to us. Lei, Ki, Keikami, split up and scour the area for any sign of the poachers. Should you discover anything, return here and wait. We will reconvene to compare our findings ere long. Go! Got it. Those glasses. Those glasses are still funny. So now we have to find a couple items. Well, I'm laughing at the name. Let's see. So we see one there and we see something here. Our first stop is to get the poacher's arrow. So we gather this one. Search for clues. And then we see the empty mead bottles over there on the right. We're trying to avoid the Ked traps, or the little plant-looking things. Yeah, Ked traps. You can see them kind of at the top there. Just because we don't want to have to get into any unnecessary battles more than what we really want to, right? So, we are looking for the 3rd mysterious item. And I know We do have a little bit of trouble finding this, so it does take us a little bit of time. And we end up getting caught up in this fate, too, in the process. So there's nothing under the bridge. That's what we were looking. And now we realize we're probably going to have to hunt these Ked traps to kind of check these little nooks and crannies a little bit better. Yep. So we go ahead and we take out a few of these guys. So we got this one right here. It's not too difficult, it's just more time consuming, really. So, but no big deal. And there's nothing hiding back there, so we're gonna get rid of this group here as well. So while I'm doing this, how is everybody doing today? I hope everyone's having a really, really great day and stuff. I know I was until I had to edit this. Boy, I can't believe I forgot the mic again. Leave it to me to always forget the microphone. I don't know, it's like something between me and the mute button that we just don't like each other. I just keep forgetting about it. I don't know. It is kind of funny though. Oh, it's so weird doing this. Oh, we see it. We finally see it. We realize we didn't go far enough over the bridge. However, we do end up getting caught in this fate in the process. I think we end up getting one of these antelope sags. Yep. And sadly, it kind of, yeah, it interrupts us. There's no way we're going to be able to get this. So we take out this one and we end up aggroing the whole entire thing. And we figured the best way to get through this is to just finish off the, best to finish off this fate, I think. Oh, no, not here, sorry. Never mind, we get the one and we move on. I'm forgetting. See, I'm forgetting my own series and what I'm doing. It's hard to remember all the nuances, I guess, right? Yeah, it's so weird. So, we get to our destination. We gotta wait. Oh, maybe not, maybe. I don't know what we're looking at here. We're doing something. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm talking about all the different classes and how one of these days we really should start looking at the weaver, the tailor, etc. All right. An iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. These are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find Pawa. And these mead bottles are old refuse from before the Druthers was even built. They have no connection to the gang. What do you know of this Pawa woman, Sever? I know that she is the most infamous poacher to ever walk the Twelveswood. A born leader, deadly with a bow, she formed her own gang of Makoti hunters. She was apprehended once and would have been brought to justice had she not tricked a foolish young sentry into releasing her, before vanishing without a trace. Is that so? In any case, we've scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this Pawa was ever even here? I say we inform the gods Quiver and Wood Whalers, taking care not to implicate Buscaron and leave the rest to them. This doesn't concern the Archers Guild. It concerns Gridania, Lay. Pawa Mujik is a savage and utterly immoral poacher whose actions, however indirectly, threaten the city's well-being. But what should a vagrant like you know of a duty to one's homeland? No more than she, I suspect. How dare you, and you, Keikami, say something? Now's not the time for this. Those glasses. Very well. We will return to the matter at hand. Mayhap we should take a second look at the clues we have gathered. Let's do it. Look all you want, though the trap and the arrow we found suggest poaching. There is nothing remotely unusual about them. What do you think we should examine, Keikami? Let's talk about the mead bottles. It's all about the drinks, right? Why are you still carrying that rubbish? I told you those bottles predate the Drunthers. They have no connection to this matter. But if these bottles are so old, why do they retain the scent of mead? They must surely have been opened recently. Wait, before the calamity, Buscarone was once served as a sentry. Yet even then, he sometimes spoke of owning his own tavern, and it was an open secret that he was brewing his own private stock. If some survived, of course, Buscarone's scar, his old lookout post. It may not be Pawamujik, but we must investigate at once. Sounds good. Alright, so now we have to go and investigate. Where do we think this place is? So we check our map, and I think we discover that, yeah, it's right up there, kind of in the middle of this fate. So remember I was telling you about how we completed that fate? Well, this is where we end up doing it. And the reason why we ended up just finishing that fate instead of just running through was because those antelope were going to constantly respawn and constantly aggro onto us. And so we wanted to make sure we got all of this taken care of, or at least cleared, the trash cleared, you know? So that way we weren't continuing, we could go about our duties in peace. How about that? That's what I'm trying to say. Sounds good, right? Fortunately, a couple of these times we aggro one and like two more we get too close, and we end up getting 3 or 4 of these sometimes. Oh, this fight was a pain, let me tell you. There's a whole lot of how many more do we have to do. So, but that's okay. We do make it through, eventually. I think we actually use our heal, which is kind of interesting. Yep, there it goes. After a while, we end up clearing enough out to where we get the situation a little bit more under control. But let me tell you, for a while it was really kind of touch and go. Yep, there it goes. All the antelope. We are about 60% of the way through. Yeah. All I know is that looking at it now and thinking about it, one of the things I'd like to do is move the debuffs on for my character kind of more down into a different field of view, kind of more above like my actions. I think that will help us out tremendously. It's kind of weird looking at it up in the top right corner of the screen. So, but we'll get there. Maybe next time. So, antelope stags. Like I said, we end up getting a few of them at a time. It's kind of crazy. Here we go. Yep, yep. There we go. Got him. Another one? Another one. Yay! We are almost done. I think it's 1 or 2 more, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think 1 or 2 more and then we're done. So we're kind of happy at this. We're like, thank goodness we have one less thing we have to worry about. Take care of this one here, and we are officially done. Those are all going away. Thank goodness. Now our goal is not to accidentally aggro something we shouldn't. How well do you think we did with that? You think we did good? Do you think we did bad? Our next goal is to kind of get to that spot. I'll give you a hint on the aggro question. Nope, we did not. We were not successful. We have to clear out these clear and beaters. So we kind of grab this. Kind of start heading through this. Yes. There we go. And I hope we can actually, yeah, we're waiting for our health just to heal up just a little bit. And now we're able to start the event. Any signs? Look, the ground is covered in Makote footprints. These tracks are fresh, very fresh. I'll wager the bandits were alerted to our coming and fled, else they're hiding near. Take cover! Ain't there I was thinking, we caught ourselves some of them meddling bloody masqueraders. Not that I'm complaining. Hide your face downright bloody rude when we ain't been introduced. Speaking of ill manners, don't ye know it ain't decent to barge your way into a lady's bedchamber without knocking? You would lecture us on manners? Truly, I've heard it all. They have us outnumbered. We had best split up. The leader's mine. I'll try to isolate her from her litter. Silver, Keikami, the rest I leave to you two. As you will. Alright, so we get 3. Everyone else gets 1, which is horribly unfair. Oh, no, Sylvain's with us. Never mind. We don't get just 3 on 1. So our goal is to find the healers in the group. And we want to make sure we take out the healer first. And then maybe the DPS, and then we'll worry about the tank. The tank will be simple after that. But our first goal is to find the healer. I don't think there's one over in this group. We don't see one yet. Eventually one shows up. That's when we realize there's a healer. We heard the little sound that goes with it, and we find her. Healer's gonna go. Always target the healer first. Sylvain can take care of the one. We'll take care of the rest. There we go. So we got Hunter. So now we have another group. We gotta find the healer. There they are. They're targeted. So let's grab that person first, or that character first. We'll take care of this poacher. There we go. And now we're on to the last of the hunters. Stay on your toes, Keikami. This is a lot quicker than the rest. Watch their movements and dodge their attacks. I think we're doing pretty good. Yes. Duty complete, guys. We got this. Was that the last of them? Have you seen Aliapo? With me, Keikami. Uh-oh. Off we go. And she misses. Oof. That's gonna hurt. Tisk tisk, that was a piss poor showing, sister. And ye call yourself a keeper? A hunter with no fangs ain't nothing but prey. No. Haha. Aw, bugger. Looks like playtime's over. Be seeing you, sister. Upper paths. All right. So, I think we end up talking to Lee and the Sylvain just to see what they have to say. Paula Mujik, I was no match for her. So it was Paula Mujik after all. Buscarone must be informed. All right. So they didn't really give us any more good stuff into like the story. I was kind of hoping they would, but yeah, no. Nothing too fun. So we make our way, we're making our way back to the bar. I think we left the name Guntress too on the way. So, there's Buscarone. 7 hells, they were at my old post, and they drank my old mead? That stings most of all. Well, 'tis past time the proper authorities were informed. I'll send messengers to the Wood Whalers and God's Quiver. The red-bellied bandits won't like it one bit, but I'll see they're told exactly who the military is after. I only hope it'll be enough. Of course, Paula Mujik's no fool. She knows she's been spotted. She'll break camp and be gone long by the time the next bell sounds, and the trail won't stay fresh long neither. Anyway, you've done me a great kindness, friends. Tell Lucene I appreciate the help. Will do. So now we could teleport back to Gridania and run to the Archers Guild. But if you remember from earlier, we had that hunter's log with those the buzzards. I don't know. I'm forgetting what they're called now. All of a sudden. So since it is such a short run to that little corner of the world, we are going from here at least. We're going to go ahead. We're going to make the run. We're going to take out the birds, and then we're going to teleport home after that. So, as always, do I jump over it? No. Oh, bummer. So we're going to go to Bent Branch. Once we make it through here, we're going to make a hard right, I think. Yep. We use our speed buffs. And we're going to kind of go towards that little outcrop rock kind of thing off to the right here. What were they called again? Yeah, they were buzzards. All right, they're arbor buzzards. I knew it started with an A, but I couldn't remember what they were. Yeah, so we're going to do the hunting log for the arbor buzzards. So there's one. We should have a second one coming up here. Yep, it's right over there on the right-hand side. 3, 2, 1. Got it. And good enough for us is that, or good thing for us, is that our shots, it's a level number 11 versus a level 20. So yeah, there's the buzzards. Oh, I think we accidentally hit a slug. Either way, ding! We made it. Arbor buzzards. Let's go. And we need one more after. Oh, nope, we don't. We are good. Phew. I think I wanted to see what all was back here too. Mostly out of sheer curiosity. And it didn't look like much. It was just a tent with a little kind of crate by it. So we end up taking our teleport back to Gridania. Once here, we end up doing a quick little run all the way back to the Archers Guild, which is luckily close to the crystal. We don't have to use another Aetheryte teleport, even though it's free. It's an easy run. I think the load screens sometimes are take longer than the actual run itself. So I don't mind doing this run here. It's pretty quick. So let's talk to Lucine. Welcome back, Keikami. Sever tells me that you've encountered Pawa Mujik. No Gridanian could fail to recognize that name. So oft has it been bespoke, and with such bitterness. I fear we lack the strength to face her ourselves. It is a matter for the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers. That you confronted her and survived is a testament to your own growing mastery of our art. Ah, and I was surprised to note that Lee and Sever were not at loggerheads upon their return. I presume we owe this unnatural state of affairs to your calming influence. No, modest to the last. Truly, your every deed bespeaks a clarity of vision far beyond your years. I implore you to share the perspective with your peers and help them to grow into better, wiser archers. As you go forth and temper your skills in battle, know that we always look forward to your return. Alright, so now we have to figure out what gear we're going to get. And the Armed Guards gives us the most defense magic. It's the only thing that's given us some kind of up in stats, so that's what we end up picking. So with that, we get all of our good stuff equipped, or all the new stuff equipped, I should say. Kind of take a look at it. I love this outfit. This outfit is really cool. I don't know, I can't quite tell where we got it from, but I don't know if it was from like the dungeons or what, but it's a really cool outfit. I'm excited. So with that, we head on over to Thanalan, specifically Blackbrush Station, so we can go ahead and talk to Mutamix. So we gotta find Mutamix Bubbly Pots. And I always laugh because Mutamix always reminds me of Vitamix, right? Which is always fun. So yeah, but that's okay. And I think we end up running in the wrong direction like 3 different times here. You'd think I'd be able to read a map and figure out where we're going, but not today. The only goal I had was really just not to be running back and forth between all of the different things. We do notice the little guy in the corner there. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce his name. And we do not make the mistake of right-clicking on him again. Thank goodness, right? I don't know if you guys saw that short video I did, or if you even caught, I think it was in episode 3 or 4, where we accidentally clicked on one of them and auto-attacked it. Died a horrible, horrible death. Yikes. So we were smart this time. We learned. Still can't learn about the mute button, but we've learned. Pish gosh, who is Uplander? Come to tent ring of Mutamix Bubbly Pot. I got a dagger. Fighty Tool drinks in airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia will join other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes! Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. These guys are so funny. Big Eyes! Push gosh! Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. You are correct. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix. Yes, we do. Here it is. Skosh, Fighty Tool is unstrong as Eating Tool. Make good Teachy show of power of materia. Okay. The materia, Master. Now, eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Fish, gosh. Materia, join with Fighty Tool. Here we go. And, ta-da! Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Will do. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents of a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. Got it. When ye attach a piece of materia to gear, ye imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mudamix turned that dagger of yours to somewhat as would have struggled to cut a stake into a weapon worth wielding. Pish, skosh, Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill braincase with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants braincase to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Mudamix. So, I think what all this is getting at is that we need to level up our crafting professions. Or, not our, well, yeah, our crafting professions. And then we'll need to talk to basically those 3-4 people, his buddies all around this little area here. And they'll teach us how to do things with materia, which I guess enhances weapons. So, we have to go back to Minfilia. Lucky for us, we do remember that we have these little Aetheryte tickets, and we take full advantage of them. So we kind of enjoy that this here helps us out tremendously. Here we go, we're in Vesper Bay. And there's Tataru. I like how she stands up to say hi to you when you come in. So we're gonna enter the Waking Sands. And we're getting kind of close to where I actually realize my mistake here. So I'm going to read through this and then we'll see how far we get. I'll switch over the stuff. Welcome back, Keikami. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Yes, here's the dagger. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Keikami, so make it your ally. Now, it's time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray, speak with me when you are ready to begin. So we get a weapon coffer. So with that, I hope you guys really enjoyed the voiceover. So, we'll be switching over here shortly. The word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information about our friend Ungus, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalaja to discuss something. The Immortal Flames begin that meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalaja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungus attend as planned. Okay, sorry I missed that last one. Whew. It's hard to read. As the Amalaja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Keikami. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. And here we go. Oh my gosh. I have been reading for about 40 minutes. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, and we completely forgot that. I thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you hear me now? I can't believe I forgot the mic. Better? I hope that's better. Let me check OBS. Yes. Test, test? Yes? Oh, thank God. Thank you for saying something. Oh my goodness. Leave it to me. I always mess up the mic, right? Shoot. All right. So I think we're gonna, oh goodness, I'm gonna have to re-voice over some of this stuff. Oh no. That's gonna be fun. All right. So how are you doing, by the way? Thank you. Are you having a good morning, afternoon, evening? Good day? How about that? Oh. All right. Evening for me. Doing good, thanks. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. All righty. We ready to maybe continue through this? Oi. All right. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. Why have you made ready? When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. I cannot believe that happened. One of these days I gotta get this on a auto or something. I don't know. It's always my biggest fear is that I'm going to forget the mic, you know? I think I've done it in the Palia episodes. I've done it. Oh, goodness. Yeah. That is funny. Well, I'm glad to hear your day's going good. Mine's doing all right. It is morning for me. So, and things have been going all right. It's not too bad. So yeah, let's see. Where are we headed? We are headed to Camp Drybone. Where is Camp Drybone? Speaking of which, that's not Camp Drybone. Let's go this way. It's all the way over here. Oh, good. We were smart this time. We did get yes, we did get this. Yeah. Sal says, yeah, I remember the voiceover one from the Palia episode. Yes. I may have to do this again. And the problem is that it takes so long to do it. And then I'm like, it feels awkward, you know, when you do it, when you do the voiceover. Because I'm like, I don't know what to say. It's not as natural, I guess. And so, yeah. I can't believe it. Again, I really do appreciate you watching and for letting me know. At least it's only going to be like 45 minutes of it and not like 2 hours, right? Oh, Flame Sergeant. What do we got? Hey. You're Keikami, you're Keikami, Heart of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalaja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizardmen aren't aware that their man, Ungus, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count. And so, we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalaja plot if the mission succeeds, Keikami. Let's make sure it does. Awesome. So have you played Final Fantasy before, Sal? I'm really curious. And if so, What race? What class? Oh, you're not, huh? This is actually, I love MMOs. I've played a lot of Guild Wars 2 back in the day, but I've never gotten to play Final Fantasy, and I've been a fan of the Final Fantasy series for a long time. And I figured if we're gonna do this, I thought this would be a really fun way to kind of, I don't know, something to stream and just kind of something new for everyone to kind of see and do. I do really appreciate the support for the stream. I really, really do. You have no idea. It makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself. You know what I mean? I think we're going in the wrong direction again. I'm always running in the wrong direction. I'm waiting for us to get a mount. So, and I think the first mount you get is a chocobo, which is like one of the little chicken kind of looking characters. Yeah, we're going this direction, okay. And so that should be fun. So if you don't know, this game is actually free to play up to like, I think the first 3 expansions, 2 or 3 expansions. The hardest part is figuring out how to log in. If you look online, the logging in and creating the account is considered the first boss battle. And so it wasn't too bad. I agree that it is a little confusing, but you can find some videos and some tutorials on how to do it. I may have to see if I can refigure it out and make us something. Oh, we are really running in circles. I apologize. I'm talking and running, which means we don't know where we're going. But some of the things I really liked about this game was that you aren't, once you pick a job or a class, you know, what you want to be, you aren't stuck with it. You can kind of switch back and forth. So you'll notice from like some of the other streams, I've been a conjurer, which is going to be like the white mage or a healer. This here is an archer, which is more of a DPS class. And switching classes is as easy as literally clicking a button. So it's kind of nice. I think that's kind of neat. Are we going the wrong way again? We are. I gotta pay attention. But I actually really, really like that. So that means I can make one character, I can stay on the one character, and I don't have to worry too much about, you know, if I didn't like something, having to redo the whole entire story or everything all over again, right? I think that's a really great feature. Or if we wanted to be a botanist, if we wanted to do crafting. I heard the story in this game is fantastic. That was something else that I thought would be kind of fun. So, anyways, yeah. I'm so glad you're here supporting. Let's see. Where do we need to go? I think we found the spot. We just gotta find our little opening. So South, what kind of games do you usually play? We're almost there. Alright, I think we found our spot. Hopefully we won't get sniped. Palia, Fallout. Ooh, Fallout. I've never played the Fallout series in Cyberpunk. Gotcha. Very cool. Well, level sync, level 24. I think we'll be okay. We're gonna see if we can do this. I like Palia. Oh, maybe? Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalaja appear. Yes, sir. I don't really trust this guy. I don't know. I don't think he's the converted bad guy that's going to help us. Although, look at these dudes. Come on, guys. Let's get them. Whoa! What's the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Uh-oh. We've been double-crossed. See, I knew it. I knew this guy was gonna be a... I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you ever not wonder how I managed it? 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Oh, our soldiers even helped him? Oh, you guys. Your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Hee. Him too? No, not him. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Ah, you. Bastard. No. Uh-oh. I think we're in trouble, guys. Who do we go after first? Ooh, let's get out of this. Bruisers. Okay, we got bruisers. We got rangers. We got a healer around here somewhere? More rangers. Okay, let's stay out of this. 3, 4, 8. So where are you in Palia? Did you, have you completed all the temples yet? I don't think our guys are gonna manage very long. Maybe we'll take out some of these ads. We'll do this. Take out some of the ads. There we go. Got one. Do another set of ads. Well, let's get this one. Come on. This ad. Got that one down. Okay. Doing alright. How's our guys doing? Let's get this one. We'll get our guys a little bit more some breathing room here. Let's get this ranger. All the current temples going through romancing. Ooh, who are you romancing? You said you're romancing all the characters. Here's another question. Who'd you pick as your chef? Because I'm debating. I still haven't figured out who I want my chef to be. And spoiler alert, from the next week, you'll have the Temple of the Roots completed. You'll have those episodes to watch if you're interested. So. Did we lose our flame? No, not our thaumaturge. Alright, let's get some of these guys here. Let's do our 9. Let's get a cone. Maybe we can take out all of these at once. You picked Tamala. I love the reason. Because you thought she would annoy Esh the most. Oh, that's funny. I love it. So I've been thinking about Badru. Because I love the puns. I really love puns. And yeah. And then for romance, I was going to romance them all, but as far as like pins, I don't know. I have a couple that I'm thinking about, but I'm still not sure. I guess it would have to depend on the romance quests themselves, you know? Let's do this. 8. How are you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Let's help you out a bit. Oh. cutscene. Hey, we survived. We survived. What's gonna happen? Thancred, where are you? Put up your weapon. Your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Uh-oh. We've been bubbled. Oh, we've been put to sleep. Bring her. Oh no. The rest of you, march. Oh no, are we a hostage now? Traitorous scum. Oh no. So question, have you been following this, the Final Fantasy series? Do I need to explain where we are or what's kind of going on? Or have you been following and are we good? There's the real question. So it looks like we're all stuck in here. So let's talk to Flame Sergeant. Sorry, no clue here. Okay. So, goodness, we started off, new adventure into the cities. Obviously, we went around, we met all the cities, kind of going around. So there's these things called Primals, and we've been kind of investigating this a little bit. We joined the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, which is a group that kind of, I guess, fights them. They kind of help all the different city-states. And so we were just about ready to help the Flame City, or the city in the desert, I guess. They had a issue with the Amalaja, those beastmen. And so this guy here was supposed to, you know, have a meeting with them, help us out, and we just been captured. So I think we're going to figure out what happens here. And I just totally forgot to read that. All right. Speak with the Flame Sergeant. I think he said that we were captured. We've been captured. I think we got that. At least we're not tied up. And that was the 2-second version, without giving too many spoilers or anything like that. I know it's probably a horrible, horrible, horrible explanation. That was a horrible explanation. Oh well. Here's the question. Do we try doing this with other players, or do we do this with NPCs? Let's do it with other players. Bowl of Embers. Let's join. Let's see how long this is going to take. Average wait time is about 5 minutes. Let's see how this works. All right, so since we're here. So anyways, we're kind of investigating these beastmen. They're trying to call down their gods, which I guess are called the oh shoot, now I'm spacing the name of it. Anyways, they're trying to call down their gods. And so we're trying to investigate why, and we don't want that to happen, because if it does happen, the world's already in chaos from this calamity that happened. And so we don't need any more chaos and fear and stuff going on. So we're trying to stop the beast tribes from calling the gods. That's kind of where we're at. So you can choose which faction to join. Eventually, I think we can. We can choose, not from the beast tribes, but I guess each city has their own set of like guards. And that's going to be like your faction, right? Or your group. And so I think that's good. That's got to be farther ahead, I think. But yeah, eventually we'll have to pick a city to represent. So. But as far as like jobs and what class you want to do, you can kind of change that at any time. So, or what role you want to play. Let's call it that. I'm wondering if we go in with NPCs, if it'll be a little bit easier or faster than waiting. Let's go here. Let's enter with a party of NPCs. I don't really want to, but it's going to be about a 5-minute wait. Give it a little bit more. What does he say? Does he repeat what he says? Damn it all, a traitor in the flames. What has become of us? I'm sorry, you were dragged into all this. Were I a better judge of character, we wouldn't be in this mess. Alright. Got it. Yeah, we're gonna go in. We're gonna finish this. So we're gonna get the Marauder, a Conjurer, and a Thaumaturge. Let's do it. Oh, can't be registered to more than one duty. Oops. How do we get out of this? Let's go duty. Duty is like your party finder, I think. Duty status, let's withdraw. Draw, yeah, okay. I think we can do this now. Enter. Register. Yes, let's do this. Let's move on. Light party. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from misery. Oh no. They're going to call upon their god. Oh, mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno. Your humble servants beseech you. Grace us with your divine presence. Ooh. Oh. Well, this is going to be fun. Boom. Oh, mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Oh no. Let's see what happens. Bloody hells. Yeah. Bring those two as well. Yes. Divine justice, karma. Well, what's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Oh no. Is he gonna... Okay. Oh, mighty Ifrit, my one true god. Uh-oh. Your words are my bread. Oh no. So he like mind controlled him. Interesting. Okay. Except for me. Impossible. By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? We're special. Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Those goggles on her look so funny. Forsooth, thy frail mortal flame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxes clear. Thou art the godless blessed number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. I guess we're fighting them. Boss battle. So, we got a Ifrit. Each time your party is defeated after having battled enemies for a given duration, the echo will grant you added strength. One or more party members are new to this soon. Yeah, I know. The new person's me. Alright. I guess we're going. Let's do this. Let's put a bleed on them. Okay, good. At least our, got a healer. Okay, we got this. We're doing good. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Okay. This archer is so slow. Can we put some of this on there? 2. 1. We're just gonna keep hitting this. Might be a long battle. Succumb to the inferno. How's our tank doing? Our tank's doing... Alright, our conjurer's doing good. Healer's doing good. Thaumaturge. Ooh, get out of that. Okay. Noted. That didn't hurt nearly as bad as I thought. My goal is just to keep bleed on him and to keep running. Out of that stuff. So we're almost at 50%. I wonder if he's going to do a special move at 50%. Oh, we're there. Yep, there it goes. Surrender thyself to the fires of judgment. We're going to get knocked back again. 11. Oh, the nail. Okay, so I guess we got to get this. Good thing we're distance people. Get our strength back up. Okay. I don't think that's going to do anything. Okay. Oh, he disappeared. Thy soul shall burn for eternity. Team. Oh no. Let's get out of that. Oh, we missed that one. Thank you. We missed it. Oh, back. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we're good. We're in the center. This isn't too bad. Lightning Urge Strike. I like it. That's funny. Let's put heavy on him. Let's not get in there. So in an MMO, usually there's what's called the Trinity. And so it's basically consists of 3 different roles. 3 main types of roles. So there's a tank, which is what this Marauder is. And their job is to basically make the boss face them. So they want to absorb all the damage, you know? They're doing the little dance, hey, hey. I'll explain more after the cutscene here. Let's see what we get. We get it? We did it. And we get a crystal. Oh, we've been collecting crystals too, by the way. We don't quite know what they do, but we've been collecting crystals. I think this is our 3rd one. No, 2nd one. Okay. We found a purple one, but it evaporated on us. It exploded. God killer. And we have that shocked face. Oh my god, that is so funny. It's like, you know, pray forgive my lateness. Oh, hello. Hey, Thancred's here. I was delayed by a congregation of Amazon zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. persistent lot. See any good? Hello, Thancred. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for these two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Keikami. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would have never left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. Uh-oh. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? I agree. This way, sir. I guess we're going. Oh, do we get the mystery guy? Oh no, this is Nero. So there was like these weird, I hate to say the space race kind of thing. And they're planning a big attack on the Eorzea, which is the land, the area. And so this guy here is like one of the high members of the group, so Nero. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And to what disappointment he was, the readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'Dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the Vilth Legion. Nor can we expect any form from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Even the pessimist, ever the pessimist, my dear Olivia. Promise me you'll never change. See, they look like this. It's kind of weird, huh? We wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read. But I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find I'm troubled by that adventure's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but it is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. Uh-oh. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Boy. Alright, so we got a little bit more of that storyline, too. Alright, so anyways, as I was saying, you have a tank, and their job is to basically absorb all the damage, and to get the boss to, like, attack only them. And so they have, like, really, really high health and high shielding kind of abilities. You have what's a healer, essentially, and their job is to keep the tank alive and to keep the whole entire party alive, as well as DPS, the, attack the boss. And then you have what's called DPS, or damage, right? And it can come in various forms, magical, physical, ranged. There's lots of different classes of DPS. And their job is to basically kill the boss. So that's kind of the split of the Trinity, or the classes. So when you pick a job, you're kind of going into one of those 3 roles. So we have Archer, which is a DPS job. It's a ranged DPS, right? Or we could go Conjurer, which was the healer job. And so I'm kind of leveling both of them at the same time. So we'll see. We'll see which one we like best. I'd like to try tanking. I may get another tank role in here, just to see if we like that as well. And that'll open us up to being able to play just about any role, essentially. And then it's just a matter of the job, or what's flavor, you know, what flavor of DPS, what flavor of healer, what flavor of tank you want to be. So, anyways, that's what I was trying to explain before we got cut off by that cutscene there. Ah, there you are, Keikami. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignoramus defeat, and the Amalaja will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all your misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Keikami. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearings of the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time and relax, and return to the waking stands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Got it. So we finished all that up. Whew. Are we done? No, we're at Camp Drybone. And you can see you can get all sorts of different mounts. You can get motorcycles, you can get cars. They have mech things. There's animals, cutesy stuff like this. And you can fly in them. But it's really fun. I don't know. I love MMOs. I love the ever-changing worlds of them and how things grow and stuff. And I don't know. It's one of my favorite genres of games. Let's go to Vesper Bay. Trick is, it's usually a lot of riding around. It can be a little grindy. But I enjoy kind of working on things, or working on that, so yeah. Achievement hunter at heart, you know? Let's go say hi. So Tataru is the receptionist here at the Waking Sands. We're gonna head on in. Let's see what Minfilia has to say. And Sayana the Seventh Dawn. Oh, excuse me, 1 second. Okay, didn't want to cough into the mic. Here we go. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. And we get some wrist guards. My late arrival nearly cost Keikami her life, and I wasn't there when the Amalaja took her prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Oh, I need a drink. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. Aww. Poor Thancred. What's done is done, Thancred. I can't ill blame yourself. You can't ill blame yourself for every... And there I am. Ooh. Poor guy. Kind of feel bad. Keikami, it's so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put paid to our long adventure. Now we can put paid to our long investigation. Okay. So reading some of this stuff is kind of difficult. They throw in weird names and weird... The English is a little odd, you know? As we suspected, the Amalaja undertook the robbery, and the abductions was with the aim of summoning their primal ifrit. Primals, that's what they're summoning. That's what they're calling their gods. They're primals. That was the word I was looking for. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania as of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Okay? Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, him and his kind require a more concentrated source of aether. Crystals. So they collect crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Okay. Which leads us to the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well in the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. Makes sense. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or aether coalescence, which grants the beings physical form. So they pray to their gods and they take physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. Makes sense. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempting mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. So they create more followers to get more prayers, to get more crystals, to get more power. I think we got it. Is that confusing enough? Yet, even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the echo. So we have a power to see things that happen in the past, which is what they're calling the echo. We know not why of it, but those blessed with the echo are immune to primal influence. Okay, so we're special. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief that you're safe. At your safe return. Got it. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Keikami. Sweet. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Got it. Yay! We did it! Uh-oh. What's that look for? Sorry, I didn't do it. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. Okay. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that they are all to be put to death. Ooh. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. No. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. Why? I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Keikami. Ooh. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Bye. That's not cool. So once they're tempered, they're done for. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Poor Thancred. I feel bad for the guy. I really kind of feel bad for the guy. Level up! Yes! So I guess we gotta... guess we talked to her. Nymphilia, what's up? What's our next quest? Nymphilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? Uh-oh. Do we have fame? Is this voice acted? Nope. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. Yes, I was. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Ida and Papalymo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the Primal Ifrit. That is a great summary of what has happened. That sums it up way better than what I did. If you were wondering, that's the best summary right there. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. Uh-oh. We have guests, Keikami. Or rather, you have guests. Oh no. Beg pardons? Ah, Lady Nymphilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Lominsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. Ooh. So you are asking about factions, South. And I think this is the faction quest where we may have to make a decision soon. Do we go forest, pirates, or desert? That's kind of the big question. Oh, my nose itches. There we go. As you can see, Keikami, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have a Fritz Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. Oh no. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit, but they have is evidence of their high regard for you. Ooh. Okay, got it. I find myself wondering how word of Keikami's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flame should know of her triumphs to be expected. But what are the other grand companies? Tataru, eep! That's funny. Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Hart. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcomed among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mistress Hart. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A woman of your talents belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure prosperous future for Ul'dah. Didn't you guys have the spy in your midst? That's something to the The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together we shall see the grand vessel of Linza Lominza to the shores of glory. Ooh. Yeah, I'd have that look too. But... Ooh. Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations, empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Linza Lominza, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful in your other endeavors. Okay. If you are agonizing over which Grand Company that best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet, I concede that it is no small choice you face. Thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. All right. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, Keikami. Very well. Let Keikami hear our leader speak, then return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. Shoot, we're gonna have to make a decision. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I know full well that adventurers are, by their nature, a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service. But I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of a great power, Keikami, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention. Not all of it friendly, of course. There will be those who will wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one woman. In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you'll be one woman amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Okay. Now then, I expect you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. So we get a cell phone. Yours is changing, Keikami, and you have the power to help shape it anew. With great power comes great responsibility. I agree. Oh my goodness, that is so true, right? I don't know how we're going to make this decision. None can say what the morrow will bring. So long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you make ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. So we started off in Gridania. That was our home city state. And so we know that that zone kind of the best. So, but I don't know. The Flame Officer, I guess we'll have to see. We'll check on their speeches. If you want to stick around and help me decide, we can do it. The Elder Sea Seeker speaks the truth, and her words have power to touch the soul. As the sound of her voice, all falls silent and tender. Okay. What does he say? He just bows. Oh. The Flame General is a passionate man, and his words never fail to light a fire in the belly of those who listen. I am sure you will be no exception. Okay. When the Admiral speaks, even pirates listen, and that's no small thing. She is a born leader. The kind one would gladly follow to the 7th hell. I hope we never have to go into the 7th hell. That's what I'm kind of wondering. They keep talking about it. 7 hells. I'm like, oh no. I have a feeling. You know? Oh man. Yeah, this story is a lot of reading. So I apologize. If you're tired of listening to me talk, I'm sorry. Tataru. I'm sorry about the attention you're getting, Keikami. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Just cute. Anyways, I expect you want to know when and where the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of 3 services. An elder seed seeker, Kan E. Senna, will deliver her address at Makito's amphitheater, so she's the first one. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll go to Ul'dah, where the Flame General Rabban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored that there'll be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Lominsa, where the Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merwib Blossomwind. Sure, you almost gotta sneeze that name out, right? Blossomwind. I'm gonna make myself laugh. We'll be giving her address. I know that's Merwib. Yeah, sure, we'll go with it. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry Xanthel, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order. Though, with your record of impeccable timing and luck, this schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. All right. So, we are free. We are free to watch the speeches. Are we ready? Let's go to Gridania. Let's check the first one out. Let's see what we get. So we gotta go to the amphitheater. Let's go. I think we go this way to get to the amphitheater. Let's see. About that direction, obviously. Let's find, is there a travel point? Yeah, there is. We got a fast travel. Peloton. I love how the sprint, the AoE sprint ability is called Peloton. I think that's funny. Archer's Guild, here's the amphitheater. It's over there. Oh, we just gotta, oh well, we're gonna port. Alright, so our destination is right here. You ready? Let's do this. And I think I figured out how to turn on auto talk too. So if it's a voiceover, it'll just play like a movie.
I lost my son to the calamity. The 3 seed seers are all together. Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
So this is our hometown. This is kind of where we started.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
Hyur is human, Elysian is the elves.
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Yay!
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Carteneau. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Who are these two? They were on the carriage with us when we first showed up.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder's standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
Oh man. That's funny. So this is the leader of the Conjurer Guild, or the Healers Guild. Don't know who these other two are. So that's kind of interesting. I thought it was Sylphie at first, but I guess not. I'll have to see. Hopefully...
If you'll permit me, Alphino,
Alright, we know his name. It's Alphino.
and my sister, Alize, at your service.
Okay.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's turn this off. Alright. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have contended with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at last. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Rama. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict as a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it'll be before it's broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet, how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. Alright. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them, then? Well, perhaps we will find out. If the Elder Seedseer's word fell on fertile ground... Okay. I guess we're off to see the next one then, huh? The twins are a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, they seem a little strange, don't they? So there's the first one. Now we need to go to what? Ul'dah? Yeah, I think we'll just go in order. So we are going to port To Ul'dah. Thanalan. Oops. Yeah. Here. And Ul'dah. Steps annulled. Yes, please. Let's, I think we'll watch these 3, and then we'll kind of call it an episode. And we'll make the decision next time. That'll give me some time to really think about which one I want to do. Or which one we want to do, I should say. And it should be fun. We'll see. We gotta find a way. Yeah, I think we can go this way. So this is the city of Ul'dah. It's kind of fun. Let's see. So here's... I love when they decorate this area. It is so pretty. Could you walk if you wanted? Yes, I could. It would take a while. It wouldn't take too long. So if we go up, you can kind of see Ul'dah. This way to the Black Shroud is where we kind of came from, was the Shrouds. So you'd have to walk all the way through here. To go, let's go back to the Black Shroud. Yeah, and so you would come from this way south into Gridania. So it'd be a long walk. But yeah, you could walk it. And I mean, you could run it like regular, or you could like, what is it? Where's my other roleplay walk? I think it's Numwalk? No, not that one. Shoot, there's like a roleplay walk where you can like literally slowly walk it, you know? And people do that. There'll be like events. People will like put out like an event for the city, and they'll do like a parade. They'll walk to all the cities. It's kind of fun. That's why I love the MMO communities. They kind of do funny things like that, and yeah, it's really kind of neat. I've never actually participated, I'll be honest. I have no idea how long it would take. We got to figure out our way. I think we're going this way. So there's all sorts of little guilds and all sorts of little things in each one of these little spots. Are we going the right direction? I feel like I go that. Huh? Ah, look for the carpet stairs. But yeah, you could. It'd be fun to do one of these days. There is a new expansion for this game coming out, and it's coming out in beginning of July. And so I don't think we're gonna get through all the other, there's like what, 4 or 5 expansions and like maybe 600 hours, I'm guessing. There's a lot, hundreds of hours of gameplay here already. And so I don't think we're gonna make it up to the expansion when it launches, but I'd like to be as close as we can. I would like to be able to, you know, take part and participate in all of that stuff. So I'm kind of trying to focus on the MSQ, but I also want to the main story quest, or MSQ. But I'm also I kind of want to putz around, so, and take my time and kind of play with all the different classes, you know? So, I don't know. It's a hard balance, you know, to get to. I'm assuming these black stairs are, yep, this is where I need to go. Destination. Are we ready to watch another one? 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got a free company invite. We're gonna wait on that. So that's like a guild. A free company is like a guild. I have not accepted any of the guild invites yet. I don't know. I think we should, but...
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Raban as well!
There we go.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
All right.
Hurrah! Raban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Naldar have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Uldar!
Oh, there's those guys
There,
again.
At the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
I've been reading
So
this,
that's
Bill.
how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you! Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers, so shall her people.
So
Yeah, for Uldar!
he's got a good speech.
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Rauban? People of Uldar, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn!
That was actually a really good speech. I like that one. That one was good.
Forsooth!
The time is now!
I
Fancy meeting you again.
No. The stop the auto. Yep. Oops. Judging by the look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. Oh shoot, we missed the first part of that. We can't go back. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smoldering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet, he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees come to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalajah are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Uh-oh. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is fraught with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then that the immortal flames are eager to recruit more members. And at such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. So there's that one. Alright. So that's the Royal Promenade. Or Promenade. Shall we go see the next one? The last one? Yeah. And we're just going to port again. We could walk it. I'm not going to. So we're going to go to Ul'dah. Well, here, I'll go through the map. I'll show you kind of the way you could walk it. So it looks like you can go to La Nocia, which is where Limsa Lominsa, that's the city we're going to next. So you just come across this way. And Limsa Lominsa is in like an island. It's more like a pirate kind of town. So if you see, you kind of come in. You can take a boat. I think you do take boat. You go by boat. Alright, so anyways, I think that's how you would do it. Let's go to the lower decks. Boy. Let's see what they have to say. And then we'll sleep on the decision. Okay. We need to go this direction. And all these people are actual players. I hid all the names, so you can see they're all sorts of people. So it's definitely a very active and live world, which is good. Oh, we gotta take the gates. That's right. Xanathel, or Xanthale. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. All right, let's listen to the last one. 3, 2, 1. And I'll turn on the autoplay too.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishbuck
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass? I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral!
All right. So I'm going to turn off the thing so we don't accidentally click.
Fancy meeting you again.
He's kind of got a weird look, doesn't he? Alright, as the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the Primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the Primal Titan for their god. As if the Beast Tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lominsan's backyard. And that's to say naught to the internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lominsas are to have any hopes of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect they will soon take decisive action against the Beast Tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. All right, so that's the 3. Any votes? Any thoughts? If I were to... Oh. Cell call. Keikami, this is Menphilia. You are well, I hope. I would be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded. A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Amazing. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted. Though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Yeah. So, do we have a favorite or a clear winner? I gotta think about this. If we were to rank the speeches, 1 through, top to bottom, I would say, I don't have enough context. That's kind of, yeah. So I do know it doesn't matter too much like quest-wise. It's all the same story and same quest. The trick is it depends on what color Grand Company outfit you want and what bow you like, essentially, is kind of what it's all going to come down to. Some say to pick the one in a city-state that you like, or one that you'll be visiting often, because then you just pick up the quest together, and you don't have to run back and forth between, or you don't have to teleport or port back and forth. That said, ranking the speeches, I think Raban's speech, the middle one, was the best. I think this one here was second, and then third would be our home in Gridania. But I don't know which one I'm going to pick. I think I may... We could put it up for a vote, but I don't know if, without watching the episode's not going to go up till Wednesday, so we won't have enough context to be able to vote between now and then. So I think I am going to sleep on it and see kind of where we end up. Hello. Let's see, can we emote? Let's do a social emote, and let's do a... Shoot, what's our emotes? Let's do... Oh, I guess we're done. Salute. Yeah, that did nothing. That's our salute right now. Wow, that was kind of... That was lame. Bad RP. Anyways. I think we're going to call it an episode here. I am going to think about the Grand Company, and I think in our next episode, we will decide which one we are going to go with. I think that's how we're going to do this. So, with that, I'd like to thank you so much for watching and for coming and supporting South. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone else who's watched. Yeah. And I will catch you guys next time. I hope to see you guys next time. I really do. So, talk to you later. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, as it greatly helps out my channel. Hope to see you soon.